I'm so jacked with this. Let's see if I can get, dude. I'm telling you, there's absolutely nothing that's going to stop me from getting the E36 done today. Not done, that came out wrong. The brake's done, brake line's done, drivable. It's gonna have wheels and we're gonna move it today. Cause I'm tired of it up on Jackstands and I just got all the brake parts. So, well, the brake lines. Man, I gotta move some stuff, hold on. I'm telling you, there's nothing that's gonna stop me from getting these brake lines changed today. Because I'm tired of having the E36 on Jackstands. This thing needs to be driven. And by the way, I didn't even tell you guys, I bought a 6-speed transmission for it. How sick is that? Oh, by the way, we should talk. If you're gonna talk, you need coffee. Okay, so, did you catch my last video where I unboxed the wing? Cat's wing. Whoa, What is this? You gave me paperworks? No way. Duh. Alright, first off, let me say, there's a reason in every video I say I'm not an M3 expert. There's a reason for that. And I mean, quite simply, it's because I'm not an M3 expert, especially not an E36 generation expert. There are a lot of intricacies about this car and its history and the models and model year stuff that I just don't know. That really came to light in my unboxing of the wing. Okay, so it's not an LTW wing. It is a GT wing. A funny story about that though, you're gonna laugh. Apparently, there's no way I would have known this. There's absolutely no way. Obviously, you guys have watched enough of my videos. If you haven't, thanks for watching. Smash that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. There's no way I would have ever known this. But the base of this, dang, what is going on out there? Anyway, the GT wing, this guy right here. There's different bases. It's a 2-piece wing, okay? So this bottom piece comes off. Okay, mounts to the car. It is OEM, it's made for the car. It's good stuff. It's actually for a sedan. I had no idea, there's no way. Actually, Brett from M Sport Parts told me about it. And it'll still work, and eventually I'll swap it out for a coupe base. So it's fine, it's not a big deal. And the guy who did the raffle, I don't think he knew either. So I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm not like pissed off or anything. I just didn't know, it goes to show. Apparently I made a lot of mistakes in my last video about the information on that, which is to be expected. I'm not an E36 M3 expert, and especially when you start talking about LTW stuff, because there are variations on variations of like LTW, wing. There's just a lot of intricacies for period correct things on these cars that I just don't know. So it is what it is, you guys get it, and again, I'm not an expert on any of this stuff, which I always try and say because I'm just a guy who wants to make this a cool car. So don't take anything I say on this channel as it is for sure the right information, and no, it's not. Most likely it's not at all. But I can turn a wrench, and I love the E36, and I'm jacked to get I don't even know why I'm still talking. Let's get to work. So anyway, you get what I'm saying. Sorry for all the bad info last vid. Let's change some brake lines, boys. Huh? So if you missed my last video, I changed the pads and the rotors on this car. Went with Brembo Rotors and Akebono pads. Nothing special because I plan on doing the 996 brake caliper conversion for this car. And stupidly, I don't know why I didn't do this. I've done enough brake jobs and just wasn't thinking. I was really jacked to order the brake stuff. There's like a war. I don't know why I didn't think to do this. I didn't order lines. So I ordered the ECS lines. They're pretty good lines. I don't know if they're stainless underneath. but they're definitely firm. I mean, they look like good lines. They're supposed to be good fitting. So I ordered that, and I ordered more brake fluid because the passenger front line was completely corroded. It was the first time I had actually checked it out. Stupid. I should have ordered the brake lines when I ordered the kit. I mean, yeah, I should have. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, this will give me a good opportunity to, when I replace the lines, I want to just check all the bolts and everything that I did from the brake job. So let's get to bleeding. Let's get to brake job, and let's get to get it. Brett, you're funny. I'm trying to ask him how to not bleed the entire system. His response, just change the line quick. You're a character, man. You're a character. All right, let's do the change it fast method. Screw it, let's do it. And sport parts for the win. So if you're doing this, don't freak out. So I started to freak out because this part on the new brake lines wasn't going down 100%. And if you can see, I know it won't focus because my camera hates me. You can see the factory one didn't seat to the caliper 100%, and that's apparently normal. So don't freak out, because I started freaking out thinking something's wrong. So don't freak out, it's not supposed to. So since that's in there, I guess I'm just gonna get it tight and then run this other brake line back where it's supposed to be, or run the top part of this. Man, can I steal the chair, please? Y'all don't need a chair. If we're going off the same assumption as the first one's always the hardest, first one wasn't bad. And again, this part, the male end that connects into the caliper itself, it's not supposed to be seated all the way. So I know this isn't gonna do me a solid in focus. Anyway, the bottom of this, there's probably 4 or 5 threads that still aren't at the bottom. So don't get worried. I was worried that something was wrong and got the wrong kit or something like that, but it's not supposed to set all the way. So driver's side done, let's go move it to the passenger. I mean, second one went a heck of a lot quicker. I think it's on there. We're good. Out of the rears, I feel like the rears are gonna be kind of a pain in the butt. But I mean, hey, one thing, if you're concerned about doing this and you're a noob like myself, and you were worried about disconnecting the brake line, thinking that all the brake fluid's just gonna come like pouring out, don't worry, it's not. It barely drips out. I have barely lost any. So, I mean, you're good on that. That was one of the things I was worried about. I thought it was just gonna come spilling out and go everywhere. I mean, it does go, gets a little messy, but nothing bad. Let's move on to the rears, boys. All right, so let's find where these brake lines are back here. Can you see? No, you can't, but it's okay. Oh, what's up, dudes? All right, so brake line numero uno is right here. Brake line numero dos works its way up and is right there. That was like a stellar angle. Good job, Jordan. Thanks, man. You're welcome. Okay. Now on to the second part. So funny, I had to change the battery in this. It's like working on a car and a camera at the same time. All right. That's good. That's good. Yes, that's that done. being able to see makes all the difference in the world. This part should be really easy, just bleeding the brakes with this Schwaben like one-person brake bleeder. I don't even think I need the coveralls anymore. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to prime this, get it hooked up to this, and then loosen the bleeder valve down here, which I have this hooked up to already. Basically, and then all you'll have to do is, it should just force the fluid into there. Duke, Florida State. Man, what a game. All right, let's get back to this. All right, also, I got the 7mm. That is what was stopping me. Now I can loosen this. Put this down here. All right, well that should be good. I mean, gosh, that is literally the easiest thing I've ever done for bleeding the brakes, that system. And I have two bleeder containers, so I'm pretty sure I could do two sides at once and it'd be even double easier. I mean, that's phenomenal, because I'm used to the pump, open, and it's just non-stop. I don't know brake feel yet. I haven't got the car with the wheels on. I'm going to do that now, but you know what I need to do? I need to recap for some of the people who haven't been here or don't know what I'm doing. You just saw me finish up the brake lines. The reason I did that was last weekend, I did brake pads and brake rotors, because a couple weeks ago when I drove the car spiritedly for the first time, the brakes had an insane wobble to them. They were either warped or something was wrong with them. When I took them off, I'll link the video right here. But before I did that too, I put in ST Coilovers suspension. ST XTA Coilovers suspension. I'll link that somewhere around here too. I have yet to put the car down after doing the suspension, so I have no idea how it feels, how it rides, what the ride height is like, anything like that. So basically, since I've driven it last, the car should feel entirely different. If you're brand new here, this is my E36 M3. I've done a ZHP steering rack to it, which made all the difference in the world. Has a new MTEC 2 steering wheel on it. There's a wing. Where's the wing at? Oh, wing right here that I have to install. I just bought a 6-speed transmission for it with 364 rear end, short shifter, light flywheel, clutch. And I plan on doing an S54 swap. That won't be done by me just because I don't have the space. I literally don't have the space. So I'm gonna put the wheels on. I might go bed in the brakes right now, but I don't want this video to be too long. But anyway, that's just a little update for you. So let me put the wheels back on, get it off, and get it on the ground and see if we're gonna go bed in the brakes. Oh, she is definitely lower. Oh my gosh. I gotta show you this side profile. Oh, it's so much lower. Oh my gosh, am I gonna rub? That's full on tucking. Like, That is, what's this? Full on tucking. That is low. Oh, it looks good though. Oh my God. I'm so jacked with this. Let's see if I can get, dude. I mean, okay, it looks really low on camera. It's not as low as it looks. Okay, it's pretty low. I'm probably gonna have to mess with that a little bit. Oh man, dude, I am so stoked with how this turned out. I haven't even driven it, I'm stoked with how it turned out. So I still have to bed in the brakes and get an alignment for the suspension. But man, I'm so stoked with how this turned out. So, smash that subscribe button, it would mean a lot to me. Smash the like button if you can. There's a lot more coming up with this E36 now that we have it off Jackstands. Finally, God, that took forever, but it's good to go for a while now. So let's get to ripping this thing. Smash the subscribe button and I will see you on the next episode. Peace.